music this time.
So now when you're dancing, it makes more sense.
Makes more sense. Hope the audience can hear you.
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Hello, morning, or evening, actually. Afternoon,
evening. This time. Same. Does it really matter? Yeah, I guess it matters.
Not if you have a beer. Well, technically it's supposed to be after 12, so.
Sure, it's after 12. That guy who's watching us from Papua New Guinea right now, it's after 12, so
yeah,
we're safe.
There are a few exceptions, like if you're fishing or golfing, you can start a bit early.
Or doing a podcast.
Or a podcast. Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah. We're on the other side of Christmas this year, this time. This time. Before New Year's. I've had a great Christmas holiday season. It's been I don't know, just felt good this year. Not every year feels great. Sometimes it's hard to get into the Christmas spirit. I've had it where right up till Christmas Eve, you're sitting there looking at the tree waiting for okay, well, when's it going to get special? This year, it just seemed for the last couple of weeks, I've been in a good place, good mood, man. Bought a bunch of beer. Life's not bad. It's okay. I'm assuming that you had the odd beer or two yourself at Christmas time, Mr. Kevin? No beers?
That's good. Yeah, we had a busy one. My kids came over, so we had a full house, plus a couple of friends and his kids, a friend of mine and his kids. So we had about 10 people in the house at least. So and our house isn't that big. It was fun. It was nice. They were sleeping on the couch, wherever they could find, floor, One was sleeping with a dog or something.
Hey, whoa. Sleeping with the dog. The Pornhub channel's not up yet. I told you that, man.
Oh yeah.
Cuddling
but
with the
it
dog.
was good. It was a good Christmas. It was nice. Yeah. Keep the doggy warm. But we got some gifts, and I like to give a bit of gag gifts and shit. And so we had a good time for Christmas
what'd you
and
do?
stuff. Had a big old dinner. Not much. The usual. When I go shopping for gifts, I go to the grocery store, find cereal. One of my one kid loves Pop-Tarts. Yours too, right?
Yeah.
So I got a gigantic box of Pop-Tarts and another gigantic box of Goldfish. Cereal. I like
cereal.
Great.
Yeah, I'm happy.
So you can go shopping for your groceries and get your Christmas gifts all in one shot.
Done. Yeah. What I did this year it's getting difficult because everybody that I know has everything they need and almost everything they want. So
exactly.
What are you going to do? I'm not buying you a Ferrari, sorry, but other than that, what do you get somebody, right?
And they're outgrowing the Matchbox.
What I did this year is there's a good Korean restaurant just like 5-10 minute walk from our house. So I just put in everybody's stocking. So the name of the restaurant is Woo Barbecue, WOO. Yeah. So I just wrote down the letters for Woo and galbi, which is one of the main Korean dishes, right? It's the short ribs. So I just wrote all individual letters and stuffed them in the stockings, right? So what the fuck is this? Everyone got like a couple of envelopes, like what? A W and a G. What the hell's that, right? And so I said, everybody, okay, you got to work together. You got to figure out what it is. And because this year I made it very simple. I quite often I'll put like clues, and you got to go find the next clue and put it. They got to work together to get things sorted. I still think everybody's 8 years old, so I do that kind of shit for them. Right? So they're 30. It's almost the same as 8, right? But I said because it's so simple this time, no clues, no nothing. But you got 3 minutes. If you can't figure it out in 3 minutes, you guys are saving me like $600. So they're what? Fuck! Come on, and ended up sorting it out. But we went the other day to Woo Barbecue. Had a feast. What a feast, man! Oh my God, there were 6 of us, but we had enough for like 12 people easy. 2 days later, we're all still groaning and just barely moving now. It was I love me a Korean barbecue, man.
Nice.
Oh
yeah. We had.
I'm going back.
I went to the grocery store where I was shopping and stuff, and I got that. I think we discussed on the previous podcast about the big prime rib, which was kind of like a choice instead of prime. And I cooked that sucker. It was 20-some pounds. Holy shit! We could eat about 5 pounds of it. It lasted for like 3 or 4 days of eating this prime rib and prime rib sandwiches and whatever.
Yeah. Well, I come home from the record store a little early today. I know it wasn't working today, but I was there, right, spending some time catching up on things. Come back, and we did. They did a really nice high tea for my wife. She loves that high tea stuff, right?
Cool.
So made it really nice. And I come walking in, looking at the high tea, and I look over in the counter, and there's the mother of all fucking prime ribs is sitting there, not cooked yet. It's being. The rub is on it. It's sitting in it. It's like
yeah, that's good stuff.
Poor heart.
That's good stuff.
My poor heart.
Yeah. But New Year's is coming up, so I think what I'm planning on doing is a Texas chili for New Year's. So the usual one I always cooked. Straight from the southern Alpine, Texas, close to Chili Cook-Off. Terlingua, where we're talking about. Well, we lived about, 30 miles away from there. I stole some of the recipes, and I talked to the guys anyway, and they said, I put this in, I put an armadillo tail in, and it's like, I don't have an armadillo tail. We're fresh out of armadillos.
They make it sound like a bunch of witches. I have mute armadillo eyes.
Exactly. Good old Texas chili. And the witches of the West.
The wicked witches of the West. Man. There you go. Yeah.
Witch of the West. Oh, yeah. But it's good. It's good. But I like a little taste of Tex-Mex too, that Mexican stuff. Tex-Mex is great. But chili, a real Texas chili. No beans, of course. Big issue. If you ever put beans in it, it ain't real chili.
And if it's ground meat, it ain't real chili.
It ain't real chili, yeah. So, anyway, looking forward to New Year's here, but it's different than when we used to be out in Southeast Asia. Where we had the fireworks right in our face from Sold Out. I still remember that one.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
That's cool. It'll be coming up New Year's.
I wonder if they still do it at the same extent, because that had to cost them a fortune. There's what we're talking about is a restaurant that was near the area where we were living, and it was called Sold Out. And all the expats used to go there all the time, a lot of locals as well, but it just made life easy. They had a varied menu. They had like an Indian menu, a Chinese menu, and they had Western food on it. So especially families would go in, and the kids are like, I want that. So everybody had something, right? But they used to do themes all the time. I mean, these guys, you have to remember, we're talking about in Southeast Asia where it's warm weather year round. So it's the main part of it was outdoors, covered like a big tent kind of covering thing. And they also had indoors with aircon, a couple of floors, quite nicely done up. But they would do things like having a party where it would be a beach party. And the day before, they would bring in like 10 dump trucks of sand. And they would put like 3 or 4 inches deep sand across the whole that area and put the tables back in and make it like a beach party. And then after it closed down, they clean all the sand out. And they really did it right. They really hustled on it. But at one point, I had a house that was like right across the street from this place. And it was a 4-story house and on a bit of a hill overlooking it.
So in the back.
The main, one of the balconies off one of the living room things there, we'd watch. So these guys every year Sold Out would do a fireworks display. Now, if you're in Canada and you say, oh, some restaurant's doing a fireworks display, you expect, okay, yeah, that's cute. There's going to be done, right? Fuck no. These guys, I don't know how much they spent, but it went on. And it was like, I live where I live here at the edge of Vancouver, in White Rock. There's like a fireworks during Canada Day every year, which is not a bad display. And this restaurant was doing like that. It was to that level. It was off the hook. And I remember we were that one time. We were so close that we were watching it, and we were getting like whacked in the face with all the paper from when the things exploded. You're whack, 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 whack. We were that close to where the fireworks were exploding. It was like,
it was amazing. Like, bang, just looking up, right there is a bam, bam. You're kind of.
You want to be any closer? Yeah, you want to be any closer? You'd have to be in Gaza. Oh, no. I didn't say that. No. Oh, no.
Yeah.
But it was.
It's different. That was
fun. That was a really fun place. A fun restaurant there. They did all kinds of stuff like that. If they're still in business, kudos, guys. If you're not, you should be.
Still in business, still in business. But again, that's the same group as WIP right across from my place. So
Oh, so
same
yeah,
same
789
owners and
group,
stuff. But
right?
they do it right, and they have it sold out. Yeah, yeah. And they have another
Yeah.
one in KK, another one KK. So yeah, there's a couple of sold out restaurants. They're really
They
good,
had
well
one in
managed.
Damansara, which
Variation
was
of
in the
food is
mall,
excellent.
which was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Oh,
few.
nice.
So,
Oh, I
but
just finished eating and I'm so
2024 is
full it
coming on
hurts.
to us.
Wow. Yep.
Really? Oh
What's
yeah.
happening in
So like
2024?
I
What have you
said,
heard? What have you heard?
this whoa. This is a Christmas gift store coming soon. I don't know if anybody can see, but it's wise old bastard. So you have shirts coming in. Got this for my kid.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah. And actually, all the kids got the same shirts. Oh, I got one. What did you get? I got one too. Of course, we all get the same damn thing.
I got a Pop-Tart.
Here's another one. Got to share now. But yeah, no, Christmas is good. But yeah, we come in and out of order. But yeah, the idea is we have to take the tree down soon, and New Year's is coming. So what are we going to do on New Year's? New Year's Eve here in Flagstaff, Arizona? Not so cool. It's cold, but it's not. No, I mean, like
No.
you said, sold out restaurant was much better than what it is here. It is
That's
true.
a little. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means really, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Good guys.
The town here, the tallest building is like 6 floors. So what they do is they put it on the floor on that 6th floor building. They put a little crane and put a big glowing. They call it a pine cone or something, and it goes dee 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 dee. They just lower it down with a crane. And they have 2 shows. One at 10 o'clock for the old bastards like us, and another midnight show for all the young people. So it's like it's actually convenient. I mean, it's like, yeah, we can go have a few beers and go back because it's cold, and we can watch the rest on television.
Oh, yeah.
That's a wise old bastard, right? Oh, right, I have to stay up at 2 o'clock. We can do a 10 o'clock show. It's the same damn ball. It's just a couple of hours early.
Same damn ball. Same beer. Hey, it's fine.
Yeah, same beer, cheaper. You're probably still on happy hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The beer is good. I like this one. This one's a pretty good one. See, Kilt Lifter, whoever. This is made in Arizona. So we can sponsor our place, our show, our podcast pretty soon. I don't even mind if they sponsor us with beer. It's okay.
You've got Scots people in Arizona? Can't be more than 3 of them.
Well, I think 4. They gave birth.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so no, not many of them. But it's a tasty beer. It's actually quite good. And you're drinking Sapporo, which is Japanese beer.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
I actually couldn't find any Korean beer in the liquor stores in my neighborhood. I went to like 4 places and none. So I bought a case of this. So before the Korean barbecue the other day, I'm also a cheap old bastard. Right? So I told everybody, let's
it's on sale.
We'll start the party early. We start drinks at home before we go. And they're all, drink. When we get to the restaurant, I say, I didn't have to pay for many drinks.
There you go. Good point.
But it was funny because
So what's planning for New Year's? Good.
Oh, nothing. That's it.
That's terrible.
Nothing.
Watching a hockey game.
Nothing. Yeah.
So around looking at
hockey's not even.
Ooh, pretty late.
Yeah.
They won't have hockey games.
I think it's been a really busy couple of weeks. Busy season. It's been great. Every day has been great. I think this New Year's Eve is going to be a couple of beers. I'll probably pass out by 6 o'clock. Actually, I'm working the store on New Year's Eve, given the guy who's supposed to be working the day off, so I'll be working there. But I'll still be home for like 6. We'll have our prime rib, honking big prime rib.
Ooh.
And Graham was down on the trip with us in Mexico. He's going to be in Mexico again.
Yeah.
He was just back. Him and Jazz went back to Salt Spring Island, and he met up with his brother. They started drinking a bunch of whiskey, and his brother said, "Sounds like fun." So they decided to go back. Yeah. So tomorrow morning they're going back. They're going to be there for New Year.
Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a good
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do that trip again soon. Probably this summer or something like that. And get back.
Or Tuesday.
We're just saying. Yeah, that's true. It's the second, right? See
Actually,
what the flights
speaking of
are.
that, one of the presents I got was quite a nice present, quite touching. My son and his fiance are getting married. I think they're setting it in early 2025 in Puerto
Okay.
Vallarta. So
Okay.
they're doing it a destination wedding, and they're working with wedding planners a whole bit. So in September, they're going down to meet with the wedding planners, look at some of the venues, and da. And they've bought me a ticket. They invited me to come along for the week when they go check it all out. So I'm going back in September. So,
Wow.
hey, I'm down.
Wow.
I'm
That's
down,
cool.
of course.
That's cool.
I'll give you some advice.
That's cool.
This beer's cold. That taco's nice. Have fun with your planning. See you later. I'm on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
You know where to find me. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's going to be. I'm looking forward to that.
By the beach
But
would be
I'm sure I'll go there. I'll be there before September again. But now I got one lined up for September,
Yeah.
and so I'm filling in next year already,
yeah.
bit by bit. It's nice.
I think we can easily do another trip in the summer. No problem. I'll be back here in the summer.
So when are you back to Asia again now? On first week in January or something?
No, about the second, between second and third. We're heading
You
back.
always do that. You go back for
beautiful
Chinese
land.
New Year.
Actually, I missed a lot of Chinese New Year's, but yeah, we'll be in Chinese New Year. Of course, it's a great time, man. That's another New Year. We have 2 New Years coming up. We have our New Year, which is January 1st, and there's when is Chinese Year? 10th of February, 9th, 10th of February, something like that.
Year,
Yeah, cool. So yeah, Chinese New Year is amazing. That's a whole week. It's not like a day here. It's like a week over there, 2 weeks. Yeah, for Chinese New Year. They make it last. We have a bunch of fireworks. Everybody kiss, kiss, kiss. Go home, pass out. Next day, watch football and parades, and that's about it.
And you're done.
And you're just done.
Eat some more chicken wings and back to work.
Yep, yeah, that's right. by second or third, it depends on what day of the week it falls. January 1st. This year is Monday, right?
Yep.
And so Tuesday, I don't know how many people are going to work on Tuesday, but probably by Wednesday, people are back to work. Yeah,
Tuesday, the record shop's open. If anybody's got the day off, come on down.
There you go.
Come on down.
So, so what's happening in terms of what's going on in 2024? I mean, personally, I'm talking about making New Year's resolutions. What the hell are you going to do better next year that you didn't want to do? They did like shit last year or something like that.
Yeah, actually, I did pretty well in 2023 on my 2023 resolution. So
what was that?
Let's go look at that first. So
drink more beer.
Drink more beer because my memory is shit. So I decided I had to come up with something I could remember. So it was actually my New Year's resolution was wasps. Hard to say, but wasps. Like the buzzy things, right? That was my New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Well, you want to kill a bunch of them?
No.
To kill wasps?
That was just an acronym. It was. I was telling myself I wanted to write and say positive shit. Positive stuff. Because I found myself in 2021, 2022, bunch of stuff was going on. I found myself being a little bit more negative than I usually am, and more negative than I like. And I found when I look back, it's like when I was talking, half the time I had like a bit of a negative spin to things, right?
Yeah.
Like it'd be, it's fucking raining outside again today. Like, what does that do? Is that going to stop the rain? No. Is that going to make any difference? No. All it does is amplify your own misery, right? So I just got into that headspace in 22 for a bunch of reasons, and I just thought, no, shake out of that, man. There's no point in doing that. Just why, if things are bad, why make them worse by focusing on it?
Right.
So I tried really hard to just write and say positive stuff. Actually positive shit, but positive stuff. And I think I did fairly well on it. I'm back to kind of who I've always been. Good. I don't know how I was spun off track for a year or two there, but I'm So that was successful. Wow. That really worked. So I figured if that resolution worked, that means I am the world champion at resolutions. So my resolutions fucking work. So I've decided then what I should do now, I'm going to up my game. So my resolution for this next year, because remember, all my resolutions happen, I'm going to win the fucking lottery.
I guess we have to hold one of wise old bastards and you rig it.
There you go. Yeah. That's exactly.
Oh, the director won.
I got one. $8.40. Woo!
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It won't be a very big lottery. You want a T-shirt?
another
and a beer mug, and maybe a beer to fill it.
No. So my resolution for this coming year, it's the cheesiest resolution you've ever heard anyone ever have. You're gonna roll your fucking eyes at it, as well you should, because it's cheese. And if you're allergic to, if you have a lactose intolerance, you better not even listen to this. It's that fucking cheesy, man. I've decided my resolution for 2024 is to let LSG, let shit go.
Okay.
Let shit go.
LSG. Oh, that's a good one.
I'm not having a hard time on the toilet. I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because kind of like I just did that this morning.
Kind of like my 2023. My 2023 was to be more positive about, don't put myself into a bad place. And now my 2024 is when shit does happen, let it go. Now, I don't mean, I'm not talking like turn the other cheek. If somebody fucks me up, I'll fucking shank the cocksucker. I'm not talking like that. I'm just saying, like, when things happen, like, I had some partnership problems earlier this year with my business. And as much as I don't like thinking about it, it does kind of dig in. It's kind of like,
of course,
I talked to him like having a divorce. It's just like that. Everything's negative. It's just, So I decided I'm going to work harder on just letting stuff go. It's like, okay, well, that happened. Yeah. Okay. So it's just like if you're driving and in traffic, somebody cuts you off. Your first reaction, get all, fuck you. You want to hit the horn and chase them, finger fight. Yeah. Wait a minute. You've lost twice. You lost once because the guy fucked up your whatever you were doing. And then you get your adrenaline up and you chase the guy and you're all mad. He doesn't even know you're there. You're making yourself, you're making an asshole of yourself. Everyone else is looking at you like, what's this fucking asshole weaving into the traffic and yelling? Like, wait a minute. No, okay. Just, really, let it go. If the guy cuts you off and hits you, that's a whole different thing, right? If it's really dangerous, it's a different thing. But if he just like cuts you off and he's a dick, why let the dick ruin more of your day, right? Another 10, 15, 20 minutes, you're fucking mad and all tense up. What's the point with that? Yeah. No. True. Either it should be, it's a binary thing. When something like that happens, either you shoot him in the face or you just let it go. You shouldn't, don't stew over is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. True. Just built up more anger and stuff. Doesn't really help anything. Doesn't solve the problem at all.
Yeah. So, I'm not talking about being a milk.
Let shit go.
Yeah. Not being a milk toast, not saying, oh, thank you for cutting me off. But just, just draw your own lines in the sand, but make sure your line in the sand should be for something that's worth having a line in the sand over, right? Some dick cut you off or ran a red light and didn't hit you. It's like, no.
That's bullshit. I mean, and when you're driving in Asia, that's just normal driving. It's like you can't get everybody to be pissed off. So
it's true. Like, here's a good example, right? So here, I live out in the suburbs, right? So traffic is not a huge, big issue here. Yeah. But when anybody does something even a little bit wrong, right? So, if you're at a four-way or a stop sign and you judge it's safe to go and the guy coming doesn't agree, he thought you jumped out, cut him off, even though you didn't, like that kind of, or in a parking lot or something. People are on their horns here like nobody's business, right? You do anything, the slightest thing off, and they're all like, Well, like in Asia, everybody drives like that all the time. And how often do you hear a horn? We were down in Mexico.
Unless you're in Vietnam. Vietnam was like constant. But
that's different. Okay. That's constant horn. That's constant. It's wired onto the ignition switch. It's a different thing. I don't know why. Exactly. But we're down in Mexico, right? And you saw how traffic is pretty there. And when you want to cross
Yeah.
the street, it's like there's this never-ending flow of traffic. There's no stop sign. There's no street light. There's no nothing. You walk out into traffic and cars stop, and then you walk across the street. No one's beeping. No one's waving. No one's giving you the finger. It's just like, so what's,
It's no big deal.
Exactly. So calm the fuck down.
Exactly.
Everybody.
Why make a big fuss? Yeah. Hum, hum, hum.
What's your resolution? First off, what was yours this year? Did you keep it?
I don't normally make resolutions because I would never keep them in the first place. But, no, I really don't really make that many resolutions. I resolved not to drink for a couple of days because of being drunk or hungover. That's oh shit, I'm not gonna do this for 2 weeks, and then it's like after a week is having another beer. So no, resolutions are good for a few, maybe a week for me. That's about it.
That's it.
But no, I don't make a whole lot of resolutions.
Another way to look at it: if your life is already perfect, what do you need resolutions for?
Yeah, exactly. There we go. I'm healthy, enjoying life, I'm working too hard maybe, so I can try and balance my work and family and all this stuff, the yin and yang of life. I try to do it, but it always needs room for improvement. But mainly, I think last year I did have a weight issue. I was about 95 kg, something like that, 195 pounds, something like that. And I felt really bad, really heavy. So I dropped some weight, and that's okay. I mean, it's not a huge weight. I dropped about 20 pounds or about 10 kgs, something like that, 20 something. So I'm near the border what I wanted to be. Plus, you're getting older and stuff. We had some numbers of, PSA is a bit high. So I have to be careful that one.
Well, you know what I think? I think most of you, I think everyone's bullshitting. I hear you, and I know so many people tell me their weight. And most of the people I know are bigger than me. And when you're telling me the weight numbers you got, it's a lower number than I have. And I think you guys are tricking yourselves. You must be lying to yourselves. It must be a bigger number than that. Because there's no way I'm fucking heavier than you guys.
No. I think it's a Malaysian weight scale.
It must be. Oh, man.
I don't know. But no, I'm just trying to drop a couple more kgs and stuff, and that'd be good. But that's not an issue. That's not a real resolution, just a target. I think it's more of just making sure, like you said, let shit go, keep a good attitude, not get riled up on stupid things, and balance working and.
I never used to do resolutions, and for me, like this year and the coming year are different for me, but I'm taking them seriously as a resolution. So just like you said, it's not just, I'm going to drink a little less for the next 2 weeks because I drank too much. I'm going to do that too, but that's not a resolution. That's just like, okay. Yeah. I know exactly. Because I'm not saying I'm going to not drink all year. I'm not saying that. But So things like I've got some work projects and things that I'm working on, some things I want to learn, some of the AI stuff I'm studying, so things I want to do. But for me, those are not resolutions; those are goals. That's kind of a different, different thing, right?
Yeah, it's trying to fix.
And if it doesn't work, I'm just going to let it go.
There you go.
Yeah.
But one thing about 2024, I think it can't be worse than. All the turmoil and shit. You had the Ukraine war, you had Hamas. Oh shit! The past few years have been real shit. So here we go with the party balloons again. Yeah,
that's only I hear so.
It's like okay. The problem is there's a few in front of me. It's like. I was worried about the back ones, but the front ones I knew it. Unless I did take a gummy earlier today. Maybe that's it.
So that's it. Yeah, what balloons? What are you talking about, man?
Well, I didn't see anything. No, I was I have a shed out the back, so I threw some weight equipment in there. So I use it like a little gym, and so I was in there working out. My kid bought my wife a gift a couple of years ago, actually, and it was some gummies and some smoke, right? Because it's legal in Arizona and stuff, so it was okay.
Yep.
Passed her out and all that for the whole it was last year. Passed her out for the whole thing. What was it? It was Christmas Day. It's gone for most of the day. But no, it was funny though. But I just ate one. It's nothing, to me. It's like, tastes good. Tastes like watermelon or something. But when I saw the balloons, then I thought it might kick in.
How long ago did you take it?
About an hour.
Yeah, because it's about an hour to an hour and a half before it actually kicks in for a gummy.
Maybe I gotta get another gummy for soup. I remember they're in there. They're in the shed for some reason. So I was like, "Ooh, shoot, okay, let's try one." But yeah. But no, life is good. So, but hopefully 2024 is much better than the past year. And of course, they're coming into a big election, USA in November, and it's huge contested stuff with one side trying to kick out the other side. It's just like freaking America is becoming a banana republic. I hope we get out of this shit in 2024 and wake up. There's just too much going on.
Yeah, it's actually again not really a resolution, but I have been purposefully not following the news all the time. So I do just a quick in the morning, just a quick peruse the headlines and stuff, right, to see what's going on. So I'm aware, but I don't like when they're talking about the the whole Hamas Israel situation, and there are 50 news stories a day come out about this happened, that's how they did it, and their in-depth view on it. I think, realistically, I'm doing nothing about it, right? I'm not. I'm not.
Of course not.
I'm not giving money to either side. I'm not volunteering to fight on the front lines for either side. I'm horrified by both sides, what's going on, but it's in another way. It's kind of like my let it go. If someone cuts you off, you're mad all fucking day. So if I read like the details of what's going on, and it makes me freaks me out. It makes me miserable all day long. It's almost not fair that it's in a way I'm stealing someone else's misery. Like I don't deserve to feel as strongly and as miserable as they do, right? No one's come in and slit the throats of 1,200 of my neighbors. My neighbors haven't gone and killed 8,000 of the guys across the street. Yeah. So why is it that I should even be able to feel the same level of emotion as they do? So exactly. So all I'm doing, I'm just getting all riled up for nothing. All it's doing is amplifying the misery in the world. Yeah. Right. It's like so I read those headlines and I read about you just get more and more mad. Yeah. I mean, even to a very, very tangential respects. So like you're talking about the American, the political things going on down in the States, right? Yeah. I specifically try not to follow that. Again, I know the headlines. I know what's going on both sides, but I'm not digging into it because I'm not American. So I don't vote. There's nothing I can do about either side. And I look at politics for anywhere. Canada, the States, anywhere it's going on. And I think to me, it's really weird. Like politics for me should be like a buffet, right? Which means, on issues. A bad buffet. No, I mean, it's like I should be able to pick the issues that I care about, right? So I particularly care about the immigration issue. Okay, so those guys, I align with what they're thinking. Oh, but on abortion, I feel this way. And that's what those guys are saying. So I like pick issues, but it's now coming to the point where you can't do that. It's like a fixed menu. It's like, if you want to have your border thing, then you have to accept all these other things. Oh, no, you want the abortion thing? Here's your fixed menu. It comes with all this other stuff you might not like. But it's like, well, no, why can't I just? It's exactly how they draw laws up in the USA. They put this bill in and it has there's infrastructure, but there's all these other little shit and all this other massive shit that's going on. But
here's the infrastructure. So you get like 30% of it is actual infrastructure, and 70% of the bill is all kinds of other shit that they tag along with it. And so it's exactly the same here, man. It's funny.
Well, that's what I say. That's why I'm trying not to follow it, because I made the mistake this morning, and I read an article about one of the candidates and the view on tariffs. And it was a Canadian news outlet talked about it and said, well, if that's what happens, here's what's going to happen to Canada and the Canadian economy. And I'm like, oh, shit, man, why did I read that? Now I'm worried about 2025. Something might happen to the Canadian economy because someone in the States is going to do something. It's like, I can't affect the vote down in the States. It's not 2025 yet. Why am I all like, my whole fucking next year's ruined. It's not even next year yet. It's just, so it's like,
enjoy this year. You got like 2 days.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Be aware of it. And I mean, be aware of shit like, oh, there's a forest fire coming. Okay, pack up and leave. Be aware. Don't just sit there and don't be aware. But don't sit here all year worrying about, what if there's a forest fire in my neighborhood? Al, there's no trees in your neighborhood. But what if there were?
Be like Lahaina. Unfortunately, that was really bad too. But I mean, a lot of shit happened, and hopefully nothing much so happened so far in 2024. I think I've just seen gas prices starting to come down here in the USA, and nobody seems to say why. All they said, oh, it's election year coming, so gas prices are down. Okay. Does gas prices rise and fall with election periods? I mean, it's like a woman's menstrual cycle. Every 4 years, you get good and high and low.
It kind of does, though. It kind of does. Everyone who wants to be reelected can implement policies last minute to try and goose last minute numbers, but it's not last minute yet. I think there's something else going on with that right now. But
I think, exactly. No, but actually, it's one thing I hate about the media. They say, oh, gas prices. Good, that's good. But why are they coming out? On what basis? Are they depleting the reserves again and flooding the market with reserve oils and stuff? Or what the hell's going on? At least find out why. Be a bit investigative. We're not reporters. We just say, what the hell are you not doing your job? Do your job. Be an investigator. Don't just tell me bullshit. Tell me real shit,
Or something I can check, right? You tell me something, okay.
Exactly.
Well, the gas prices came down because the aliens filled the tanks. Okay, which tanks and which aliens and from where and why? Well, how much did they charge for that? How much do we owe them now? And
that'd be one day in the future when aliens are giving us energy. Well, that's another topic coming up for 2025. That might happen in 2025. We never know. We might see first direct extraterrestrials. You can see. I mean, we get a lot of aliens that come across our border in the southern border, but I'm talking about real external aliens from out of this world.
We don't really want to stray into politics, but I did read this morning one article about the southern border in the States that kind of brought it home to me a little bit because I'm not American.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me directly the same way. So, I mean, I just look at people they've been coming across forever, working in the fields, whatever. I don't know what the difference is now. I don't whatever. But I read this article about the economy in China, right? And the economy in China has stagnated for the last couple of years. And, China government is like many governments around the world, doesn't like to let bad news out so much. So you don't really know what's going on. Super clear. But there's youth unemployment is like really, really high. And I read this article that so many Chinese, with all the problems between China and the States, right? That's all we hear, the top headline news, China and the States like this all the time. Still so many people from China want to go to the States. And last year, I don't know if it was last year or in the last year, within the last 12 months. Yeah. See, I'm being like anybody else. I'm spouting out facts without giving you enough information. But I think it was within the last 12 months. The number of mainland Chinese caught at the southern border trying to get into the States was
Yeah.
more than 60,000.
Really?
So
Wow.
you have to assume they didn't catch 100%, right? So how many
Yeah, no,
Chinese
that's true.
are flying to
I don't know.
Mexico and then trying to go
Yeah,
across
that's
the border
crazy.
into the States when it's right now this whole
Yeah.
friction and everything right now? And everyone knows that the attitude to immigration has changed to the point where they're not expecting to come in and get a big hug and a gift basket and here you go. They know it's bad
Yeah.
news to sneak across the border. And there's still 60,000 got caught trying. Like,
Yeah.
what does that say? So we're saying, oh, the world's getting so tough and everything, but outside of North America, things must be even worse. So they're saying, we want to get in there. We're like, what a fucking mess here. They're like, let us in. Can you imagine? It's like,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, China economy is grown huge. Yes, it's stagnating a bit. It's still, it's just so big economy. It is still growing a bit, but for Chinese to come here, normally Taiwan, Hong Kong, there's a lot of connections. A lot of people from that area lived here. Now Chinese are coming in, but that's more recent. So I don't know. The life in China, I mean, if you live in most of the big cities there, it's just middle class work life, like almost like the Western could be. It's not that much off, not that much different. It's not like the old days where it's like massive
no,
amount of
it's
difference
not, but
between lifestyles.
in some sense it must. I mean, there's still, so there are more middle class Chinese than there are total Canadians by far, right? Not
Yeah,
middle class
exactly.
Canadians, like
Yeah,
all
for
Canadians,
sure.
right?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, but when you look at it, so if 60,000 got caught, let's just say they caught half. I don't know, pulling a number out of my ass. I have no idea. So
Yeah,
120,000 tried to cross, and they were not the professional class, right? Because if you sneak into the
yeah,
States, you don't go get a job at Wells Fargo, right? If you have
yeah,
no papers, you can't do it. So they're willing to come across, and they're going to work in traditionally they'd be working in a restaurant or in a
yeah,
not even a factory, because a factory is kind of a controlled atmosphere, right? Controlled environment. So
yeah,
you'd be working on a farm somewhere, you'd be working in a restaurant
yeah,
somewhere. So you're willing to take all this risk to go from the country that we've seen amazing strides, and as you just said,
yeah,
the middle class life in China is just fine. It's not like really not like
yeah,
it used to be. So, but
yeah,
there's still a big chunk. So if the percentage of people below the poverty line in China is down to only like 30%, down from 90% to 30%, that's still more people than the entire population of the States living below the poverty line.
yeah,
So
yeah,
the law of big numbers gets a little weird
yeah.
there, right? So
No,
uh,
yeah. When you talk to anything about China, everything's gigantic numbers and stuff. You're driving through and you see this big kind of city-ish, not city, but a big town with a lot of tall buildings. And you're like, wow, what's the name of the town? And they tell me because we're driving through. It's like, how big is it? Oh, about 1.5 million. It's like,
yeah.
holy shit. I've never
Well,
seen it, heard it, whatever.
well, it's worse than that. On your way in, you see that city. On your way back out, like, huh? There's
Yeah.
another one.
Oh.
That city wasn't there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How many people in that city? Oh, only about 1 million now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only been there for 6
Well,
days.
Well, besides our New Year coming up, there is Chinese New Year coming on in the February, and that's always a lot of fun. And that's where that's where Asia kicks in very nice, and we'll probably do something for that as well. But no, Chinese New Year is amazing.
We talked about this on our last holiday. One thing there that I'm disappointed here. We live. We've got a suburb of Vancouver called Richmond, which is largely Chinese. I don't know. The population is in the hundreds of thousands. It's not like 10 or 20,000 people. It's a big place.
Yeah.
And I go in there, and we go down there all the time. My wife is Taiwanese, right? So we go down often. We're always down there eating, meeting friends, and going to different restaurants. And I mean, most of these are like we talked about. They're like, you go to the big restaurant, it's got like 400 or 500 people in it, and it's just packed out. And I'm usually like the only white person in there. So it's really like being Asian, like being in China.
Right.
But then Chinese New Year comes
No
around,
difference.
And like I said, it's like there's one sad little Chinese New Year lion dance troupe going around outside. Just it's just it's just
Yeah.
it's just nothing. I don't know. I don't know if everyone's trying so hard to. It's not that everyone's trying so hard to assimilate, because, like I just said, you go into the restaurant,
Yeah.
the menus are in Chinese, everyone there is Chinese, and it's just full on Asian culture. It's fantastic.
Chinatown.
Chinatown, China City, but there's just so little in terms of. I think in Canada, the States is maybe kind of similar. We just don't celebrate right. I know we talked about this, but I'm just feeling it more. Like, I had a very good couple of weeks, but it was internal. I had a great time. Things are just everyone was around. It was just a nice time, but it wasn't. Other than Christmas Day itself, it wasn't like a really Christmas nice time. It was just like, nice time.
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, I have
Christmas
my little
here.
Yeah, us here too, man. Actually, we had more of a gray Christmas, wet and rainy, but green.
Yeah. Well, my most of my family went up skiing. There's a snow bowl here, just outside of town, about 30 minutes up. But I fell on my ass so much time that we were in Whistler. It wasn't worth it. So they went up for some lessons, and some of my kids do snowboarding. That's fine, but holy shit, no, I'm not about. I went bowling. While they're up in the mountain, I went bowling.
Man, this year,
it was okay.
Whistler. I don't even know if there's snow there yet. It usually opens in in November. I know it's been a problem for snow, but I haven't paid enough attention. It's probably open now. But I was listening to someone the other day telling me that, maybe it is open, because they were saying that this year the lift tickets are $300 a day. And when you go there, it's so busy that the lift lines, you wait 40 minutes to get onto the lift to get up the hill. Which means you can do what?
No way.
You can do what? Three, four in a day if you spend your whole day. I mean, how many times can you go up and down? Four. I don't know how many you can do. Something like that. And it's like $300, and you're standing in line the whole time, and it's all crowded. And it's like, wow. I don't really get the appeal of that. But that's just me.
No.
Snow haters, the comments are down below there somewhere. So you can leave your comments.
We're not too happy about snow. So Puerto Vallarta is quite nice in the wintertime. Although we have to bring some more Christmas lights anyway. Other than that, no, that's cool. That's cool. So, looking forward to 2024. 2024.
Well, I'm going to 2024 is going to be a good year. It's got to be a good year, because apparently in 2025 the States is closing the border to Canada, and the duty we're crashing up here in 25. So 2024, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Yeah. Also, you were doing your Zoom call when we did that walk over the hill in Puerto Vallarta and come around, where we found my favorite convenience store. The name of the store was -2 degrees beer. It's the name of the store.
Oh wow!
You go in, it's like the size of a standard little 7-Eleven, like an American or Canadian one, not like the ones in Taiwan where you live in them and eat in them. Yeah, but just a standard little convenience store. So it had 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 double door fridge things, and just 2 little small rows of shelving, and the shelving was all wine and liquor and beer that wasn't in the freezer or in the coolers. And all there was like the only food and snacks was like on the counter at the checkout. The rest was just like all beer. Open 24 hours a day. Right across from a really good taco cart that's open 24 hours a day. A bunch of people hanging out on the side of the road eating tacos, drinking beer. It's like, oh man, it sucks so bad. Life is that's terrible to have that kind of life, you know.
Terrible, just drinking beer, eating tacos. Oh, that's
so sad.
No, I love it. So
I think I
anyway,
might give Graham a
anything?
ride to the airport tomorrow and hop on the airplane.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, you're going. He's going tomorrow. Wow.
He's gone, yeah.
Now it's a good year. So, what's going to go on? I just hope everything is good this year. I hope we next year, what we want to do. We're going to advance the Wise Old Bastards. We're going to grow it up, finalize everything, and see how the store will be open, club will be going. At least the club membership should. I don't think we get the club ready by tomorrow, by next year, unless we can make a deal down there. I don't know. You never know. And how many followers we get,
So I'm sending Graham
really
is doing some scouting up and down the coast. He's doing some scouting up past Sayulita. There's a couple of surf towns up there that have not yet developed, but they're still within an hour and a half or something of Puerto Vallarta. So I've got him looking for some spots there to say, what can we do there? Can we get something? Maybe there's a little chunk of land we can get that's near enough to the beach that we can put up a... Because, think about it, right? It doesn't have to be like a full-on condo and house building yet. It can be, there's a plot of land. All we need is a generator and some bamboo poles and some thatched roof, and we got our beach bar. To start.
That's true. Well, we have to see.
Just make sure it's on the bus route so we get back to Puerto Vallarta. Wouldn't that be fun? We'd have like 65 drunk gringos on the bus trying to get back.
Yeah. I think we have to have a shuttle.
So it's the gringo bus, man.
Yeah, gringo bus. Yeah.
The gringo bus every night at 1 a.m. Like 60 drunk gringos get on this bus for this little town, come back in. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So I think our main goal in this is to really work on Wise Old Bastards, develop the podcast, develop the whole club and the store and everything else that's associated with it. And I think going to develop something really good.
Yeah. So remember, right? So remember, if you're watching this now, you were here first. You were here before all that happened. Yeah.
Yep.
So
that's true.
In thousands of years from now, when people are looking back and trying to figure out what happened, you'll be the ancient astronauts, the ancient aliens that they're trying to figure out how did all this happen. You were there. You did it. How did they drink all that? How did they drink so much beer? Impossible for normal people to drink so much beer. It must have been aliens.
Yeah, there we go.
I think that's the answer. That's the answer.
Yeah, but yeah. Because we will be discussing will aliens come in 2024? Or are they really here already? Have they been here? Are they still here? Not just coming.
Well, we know 60,000 of them from China. Aliens are in the States now. No, they got caught. No.
Yeah. Oh no.
Well, not those kind of aliens. Okay.
Yeah, different ones. There's a lot of the other ones going on. Well, sounds good. So I think it was a good time to wrap this up, and hopefully everybody has a great New Year's. Enjoy, save, but have a lot of fun. Drink some beers, have some parties, enjoy life. Right? Alan?
Here. I'm going to say something that no one would have ever expected me to say. I'm going to throw everybody off here now. I'm going to talk about drinking a little bit and how much you should drink on New Year's Eve when you got a family around you and they're looking up to you as the head of the family and you're setting the example. Right? So if you want your kids to be able to drink as much as you do when they grow up, you have to show them little shits how. You even if you don't want to, you have to take one for the team. You just got to grind through it and do it.
Be an example.
Set an example.
Yeah.
That's
right. That's right. That's our job. Set an example.
Yeah. So any of you craft brewers or craft tequila guys out there who want to sponsor, you know who to call. You know how to find us.
Here we are.
Yeah.
We'll have your logo too.
Yeah. But
So,
on that
yeah.
happy note, all
So,
joking aside,
yeah.
yeah, everybody enjoy. Just enjoy. That's one of the themes we keep talking about is enjoy. Yeah, things happen in life. Yeah,
Yeah.
some things you can't get past. If you can't, so sorry
Yeah.
for you. It's been nice
Just
knowing you. But
let the
everybody
shit go.
else, keep trying to go. Yeah. Let
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
go.
Enjoy.
If you can, just let shit
Enjoy.
go.
And
On that happy note, happy
Happy New Year.
2023. How do we do this? How do we ching ching?
2024, isn't it? Oh, and
Well,
bye-bye
happy 2023 is
2023.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, happy. It's great.
It's
Adios.
like 2023. That's what I man to you. 2023, man. Well, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Let go.
Oh,
Let that shit go.
Let it go. Happy note.
So,
All right.
enjoy
Goodbye,
life.
everybody.
2024. Looking forward
2024.
to it.
Here's the 24.
Again, in Mexico.
More often in Mexico. All right. Ciao,
Yeah,
guys.
that's it, I
Happy
guess.
New Year
Adios.
to everybody. Bye now.
Exactly. Bye.